Hello, class. My name is Dr. Courtney Morris, and I will be your instructor over the next 6 weeks in this online Bay Path University course in psychology in the field. I wish I had a course like this during my undergraduate studies. It's a wonderful opportunity for you to be able to take some time over these 6 weeks to better understand what interests you most within psychology, what sort of drove you into this work, digging a little deeper at varied courses and content of courses that might most intrigue you, and do you have any clarity yet of what specializations within psychology and populations you might be interested in working with? And if not, this course is wonderful for you too, because you have the opportunity to delve deeper and learn more, both within obviously the curriculum that's provided, whether it's some of the articles, the ebook, webinars, or videos that are provided, but also the opportunity throughout this course to conduct 3 networking experiences for yourself, to learn from other psychology leaders in the field. You have the opportunity to choose what those experiences might look like and who you might want to conduct them with, but we'd like them to be 3 very different experiences. One must be an interview experience, and out of the 3, 2 must be real live face-to-face. So I'm planting the seeds now because obviously time and coordination and planning must go into that. And one of your assignments this week gives you the opportunity to really sort of structure and think about and create in detail what you'd like those opportunities to look like later in this course. I'm going to go more into the content for this course and for this week, but I realized I skipped over telling a little bit more about myself too. I specialize in health psychology. I'm a psychologist, and I got my PhD from the University of Denver in counseling psychology. Previously, I was a master's level clinician, but working more in the social work field with teenagers in foster care in New York City. And I worked for alternative high school programs in New York City before I went for my doctorate in counseling psychology. I conducted a lot of research in health behavior and in chronic pain. And then I come from a military family and ended up specializing in working at VA hospitals and working with veterans within health psychology. And I now have worked in primary care settings at VA hospitals over the last 10 years, and that has become my specialization area. I love the dynamic nature of it, the brief nature of the therapy and assessment, and kind of helping the masses when they need it most, and helping those that have served for our country. I'm happy to always talk more professional development, and I've actually been used for assignments in this course before for other students when I was not teaching the course. But back to this course for week 1. You have 2 discussion posts and 2 assignments, as you'll notice. A little bit more due the first week, but they're a lot more regarding self-reflection and kind of goal setting and kind of planning for the rest of the course. And while you have 2 discussion posts due week 1, only discussion post 1 are you required to respond to other peers' original posts as credit for the grading rubric. We encourage you to respond to others' discussion posts for discussion post 2, but it's not part of your overall grade, just to take note of that. Your first discussion post is to talk a little bit more about where you see yourself in the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years within the field, sort of a roadmap for yourself, if you will, to kind of think about what are the steps that might help you get there and what different avenues within psychology might help fit that and getting you prepared for that. And hopefully this might also help you make more decisions about your networking experiences this week. The second discussion post is really an opportunity for you to reflect on some of the literature regarding diversity within the field. We have a real ethical and social responsibility to do our best with multicultural sensitivity and cultural humility when working as a health helper, a healthcare provider in psychology. And many a times we are working with individuals who have very differing backgrounds, and it's super important to understand how biases come into play and how to make our best effort to understand someone's experience without making assumptions. And there's wonderful reading and literature on this to kind of help dig a little deeper and have you gain more self-reflection on what this means to you and what might you have learned as you're beginning that journey. Hopefully this is a lifelong journey for everyone and how to keep gaining more cultural sensitivity and awareness, but especially in this line of work, to do it well, there's certainly a level of openness and cultural humility that's important to have, and to understand what that looks like and what that's all about. And then in regarding your 2 assignments that are due, you'll notice there for these assignments and some of your future assignments, you do have options too in the formatting of what you will choose, paper or video. So definitely please take a look at that with the instructions. And for assignment 1, we are asking for you to hone in on what courses you really love or you think you want to take within psychology here, what's really spoken to you and why, what's motivated you most into wanting to be in psychology, and to choose one personal academic and professional goal and to go into a little more depth around those. And then you'll find that the second assignment that is due is the one that really helps you format and structure a little more clearly what you think you want to do for those 3 networking experiences for this course. What might you want to do, whether it's conducting an interview with someone at a job you could see yourself in, or shadowing someone for a few hours, half a day or a day on their job, visiting a career or job fair within psychology, and interviewing a graduate student that's in some future academic studies that are more specialized in a field of psychology of interest, just to name a few of the options. But take a look, peruse. We do have some recorded interviews, webinars with folks in the field if one of the 3 you're not able to do face-to-face, direct. But 2 out of 3, again, we're hoping you can organically create this opportunity and do it live. If there are any questions on anything here, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. I'm available via my BayPath email, comorris@baypath.edu. But I am happy to also make myself available via Zoom or over the phone as needed. It's a quick course, as many BayPath courses are in the accelerated program. So please stay on top of your work. Due to federal regulations, you must complete work week 1 on time to be considered enrolled and registered in this course. Nothing can be late. For credit, or you won't get credit for it in week 1, and week 6 as well, the final week. Material has to be in on time. We can work within a window of 4 days of things being accepted late, weeks 2 through 5 for special circumstances. I ask that you ask ahead of time though. But when late, we're required to have a reduction in points, which is usually 30%. So please just be in contact with me if you're struggling in any way. And we have many other amazing resources, whether it's the academic advisors, free tutoring resources, or of course some folks might require actual special accommodations. We have a separate office of accountability accommodations that can be available. So don't hesitate to reach out with any questions. There's a lot of material to soak up week 1. There's an online ebook reading and some really interesting articles. Everything is provided for you in regards to learning. Of course, you're welcome to do some other research yourself and maybe challenge to do that with some of the work, but most of what's required for your learning is here set up for you within the modules on campus. It's an exciting course. It's about your own growth, reflection, exploration. So I hope you enjoy it in that way. And welcome and happy reading and learning first week. I will be posting a video every week as we go on throughout this course. Thank you. Bye-bye.